All right. Oh, thank you. I think we can all hear me now. Please thumbs up if you can hear me. So I said the goal of this training basically is to redefine career and explore career stages. And secondly, to establish critical stages and requirements in the development of your career. So like I said, we have several cases and instances of people, and you might have them as brothers, sisters, dad, mom, brother, or uncle, or aunts, that sometimes they work in big places, but they don't feel satisfied. There is a gap between what they earn and their personal fulfillment. Okay, and we have some people who just resigned from a job despite the fact that they are being paid well. But many times you don't understand why. You're getting paid well, but why would you resign? They just say, no, I'm not feeling myself on this job. So we have different instances like that. And I know you have different stories from different people aside that. Now, apart from that, in addition to that story, you have internal battle within yourself too. And like, what am I going to do after school? How do I identify what I'm best at? How do I plan my way to the goals that I want to achieve in life? So all of these questions, coupled with diverse experiences that we've been getting from different angles, might actually put us in a position of quagmire that we don't really know what to do. But hopefully at the end of this short training, everything will be clear. And please be free to ask any question. So let's start with some certain news. I call them breaking news. Okay, this is from Daily Independent, that 9 out of 10 people regret rushing career choice. 9 out of 10 people regret rushing career choice. If you can see my screen, I want Caleb to read one of the news headlines for me. Caleb, can you read one of the news headlines for me? Okay, if Caleb cannot read the news headlines for me, what about Lucy? Can you read one of the news headlines for me? Lucy? Okay, probably they are in a place where they can't probably speak, but I believe everyone is listening. So one of the headlines shows that there's McKinsey. 1 minute, please. All right. There's a McKinsey report that said top reasons people are leaving their jobs right now, according to McKinsey, and it is not about the pay. Okay. Business Day said wrong career decision, bane of capacity development among youths. Wrong career decision. Okay. LinkedIn says that in a 2021 survey found that 49% of professionals are unsure of their career path, and 40% are looking to make a career change. So as you can see, it is not a case of Nigeria alone, it is global. Okay, Incorporated Africa says why 99% of people choose wrong career path. Okay, and a lot of stuff like that. And there is another news that says 44% of young college graduates are on the wrong path. Okay, so these statistics are not meant to scare us. Okay, in fact, there's another one that says almost half of older millennials wish they are choosing a different career path. Okay, so to tell you that this is a global issue and not limited to us, probably in Nigeria or anywhere you're listening to us. So it is not limited to us. This how to determine what to do and how to do it. Okay, it's a major challenge. But basically, what does career means? Okay, career is derived from the Latin word caros, which means chariot. So definitely it is like a vehicle that takes you from where you are to your destination. That is what career should do for you. So career is not job. Career is not only limited to what you study in school. Career is a profession for which one trains and which is undertaken as a permanent calling, representing the long-term pursuit and progression within a specific field. Okay, career is not just your job. Career is not just what you study. Career is something that has to do with a permanent calling. Career has to do with who you are, okay, and the skills you develop based on your self-identification. Now, for instance, now, if you look at footballers, you know those who are career footballers and people who were just trained via academy. I will give you an instance. For some people like Messi, if you don't pay them, they will still play. Okay, so the major reason for choosing that line is not the money, but is the fact that at the end, when they look back at what they have done, they find fulfillment. So basically, career is what takes you from where you are to where you want to be in line with what you have discovered about yourself. Okay, I have seen someone who works in the bank, and after some times, she had to resign. And they asked her, why do you have to resign from bank? Bank is paying you. And he said, no, I am not a banker. Then what do you want to do? He said she wanted to start a school. So that is what gives her fulfillment. Okay, so while some people will still remain in that bank, okay, and they will struggle all through, and at the end, they will look back and say, oh man, I wish I'd make a career change early. Okay, but at that point, they won't be able to change anymore. So, and that is the reason why right now it is important for us to identify those things that gives us fulfillment, which is our permanent calling. So, career is a carefully worked out plan for your calling through an individual journey born out of learning, working, and other aspects of life. So, for you to have a smooth journey throughout your career expectations, then you have to be committed to learning, having the heart to probably impact primary school students or nursery school students or setting up a crèche or something is not enough for you to have a successful career. You have to engage in learning and relearning, okay, because learning is continuous here. So you have to continue to learn so that you can keep upskilling, so that you can increase your productivity. Then you need to be putting those new skills into use, and that is working, okay, and other aspects of life. So basically, career is about three things: self-discovery, advancement, and fulfillment. Self-discovery, advancement, and fulfillment. Okay, so your career has not started if you have not really identified who you are. Okay, so let's quickly go through how we can find ourselves so that we can put ourselves on the right track in the quest to have a successful career. Okay, the first question is, who are you? Okay, and that's the beginning. We said there's a result from the Enactus study 2015, which shows that individual characteristics directly influence career development and job characteristics directly influence career development. So, like I said, there's a difference between job and career. Okay, career is long-term, job is short-term. Okay, but at some point, we're going to define that so that we can be very clear. And you have to know who you are. Okay, you have to find out, probably you might ask yourself these 4 questions to identify who you are. The first question is, what do I do easily that others find difficult to do? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. What do I find easy to do that others find difficult to do? That's the first question you need to, that is self-discovery question. Second question is, what can I do? What am I capable of doing that money is not the motivation? What am I capable of doing that money is not the motivation? Number 3 question, what are those things that when they are not done properly, I feel very, I don't want to use agitated. I feel a bit sad. And I feel like if I'm in that position, I would have done things differently. So what are those things that brings that urge into you? Okay, that is the third question. The fourth question, well, this one is a bit dicey, but you have to take care of it. You have to take note of it too. There are some things that people say you are good at. That sometimes you look at yourself and you can't imagine people saying that about you. Okay, for instance, now somebody might tell you you are good at drama or acting, and you look at yourself and like, I don't think I'm an actor. I don't think I can act. But all your actions, the way you talk, the way you engage with people, the way you present yourself, depicts that you could do it. So if you look at those 4 questions extensively, you might be able to identify yourself, and that can be the foundation of your career. Okay, whether you're studying engineering, whether you're studying adult education, it does not matter. Okay, whether you're in economics, accounts, or whatever. Okay, whether you are studying microbiology, it does not matter. Okay, you must be able to identify your own why. So when you identify who you are, then you can build career out of it. Then the next thing is, since we said career is a vehicle, the next thing after who you are, identifying who you are, is where are you going? Okay, so the next thing is a well-defined statement explaining the profession that an individual intends to pursue sustainably throughout his or her career. So that is the next thing. What's your career goal? Where are you going? Okay, a lot of people are not clear about where they are going, and that is scary. Okay, I have spoken with someone and said, "Oh, what is your plan for the next 5 years?" It's in the hands of God. What's the plan? It's in the hands of God. I said, "Okay, it will be difficult to help you because God has given you the ability to even have a vision for your own life. So if it is not clear what you intend to become in the next 5 years and in the next 10 years, then why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you studying what you're studying? Why are you reading what you're reading? Why are you watching the movies you're watching? Why are you friends with who you are friends with? Okay, because if you are not clear on who you want to become, when you become a toast for everybody, so to say. All right. For instance, if a guy wants to, if I'm a lady and a guy is trying to post me or woo me, and that's okay. The next thing is show me your next 5-year and 10-year plan. There must be an alignment in where you are going and where I am going, because relationship is supposed to be symbiotic and not parasitic. So you must have a clear goal of your career. You must know where you want to be in the next 5 years or in the next 10 years. If you are not clear about it right now, it's not a problem. But after today, if you are not clear about it, then it's a problem. You must be very clear. Okay? And you being a member of Enactus should be an enhancement to where you're going. You must have it. So probably in the next 5 years, you want to become a manager of a company or a owner of a company. So what are you doing right now to achieve it? Because whatever you are doing right now should lead you somewhere. So if you are not clear about whatever you are doing right now, then it is a challenge. You have to work on it. Because you will fall for everything if you don't stand for something. You must identify where you're going. Okay? If you are catching anything, just put it in the comments so that we will know that you are with us in this journey. Okay? And the next thing is, what are the requirements to get to this destination? What are the requirements to get to this destination? Oh, I want to become an IT expert. Okay, what kind of IT expert? I want to major in nanotechnology, for instance. So what do you know about nanotechnology? What are the certifications around nanotechnology that can help you? How do you develop competencies? Because what people pay for is know-how. People don't pay for your certificate. People don't pay for the school you graduated from. People pay for know-how. That's what people pay for. If you don't know how, nobody will pay for you. I've made millions of naira on data analytics just because I know how to do it. I've made millions of naira on research just because I know how to do it. Like some of you in the final year, you still give your final year analytics to someone who is going to collect thousands of naira from you. Something you can go to YouTube and learn how to do it. Well, people pay for what they don't know. So why will you be in that bucket? Let people pay you too. People pay for know-how. Okay, another requirement, okay, to get there is career agility. That's another topic on its own. But I'm going to tell you, agility is ability to adjust yourself to changes. Okay, and most times be ahead of changes. So you must be able to envisage the change that's going to happen in your own industry at a time and begin to work and begin to take leadership ahead of that change. Okay, and finally is taking action. Okay, so you must not just wait on identifying who you are. You must not wait on just knowing where you're going. You must not stop at understanding the requirements to get to where you're going. Because the truth is that somebody that is going to Abuja from Lagos using, let's say, a plane, for instance, if you are flying from Abuja to Lagos and somebody flying from Abuja to, let's say, UK, okay, though both of them are flying, but the requirements are different. The fuel requirements are different. So if you're going to go very high, you need to load yourself with enough fuel that can take you to your destination. And that is where the place of the requirements comes in, okay, which preps you for where you're going. So taking action, that's the most important thing. Every other thing, plan is still useless if you don't take action, okay? And if you are scared of taking action, well, I think take it anyway, okay? Because most times that's the only way we learn. We don't learn when we don't take action. So take action, okay? Put all this, know who you are, know where you're going, create a plan for yourself, develop those competencies, and begin to put your profile out there. Or if you want to set up a business, begin to just start it. Okay, so at some point you begin to audit. Okay, what have I done well? What have I not done well? Okay, how do I move forward? Is there a new thing that I need to add? Audit shows you gap in your career journey. Okay, so many times, like I want to challenge all of us on this call right now. Okay, look at your between January and 1st of January and ending of March. That is the first quarter. Okay, what new thing have you learned? What practical skills have you gained? What functional skills do you have? And how does that what new relationship have you made that can take you to where you're going? So you have to audit. You have to audit. You can do it quarterly, and I think you should do it quarterly anyway. Okay? Then you have to develop your own model, the one that works for you. Okay? No two models can work for, no single model can work for two people. So you must be able to identify your own model. Okay? And please don't be intimidated by anybody. Okay? And because of time, so we need to move quickly because of time. So we have 3 stages of career. We have the early stage, we have the mid stage, and we have the later stage. So probably I will just focus on the early stage, and I would not do more on mid stage because of our time. Because this diagram alone is a training on its own. Okay, for people who do not understand, differentiation or calculus, okay, just forget about all these DMC, DA, and everything. But there is something I always tell people: at early stage of your life, especially where you are right now, okay, you have the relationship between your age, your physical capacity, and mental capacity is okay. Let me explain it. Okay, as you grow in age, your physical capacity drops. Okay, for instance, Ronaldo can't play like the way he was about 20 years ago, right? And Messi is even playing MLS now. Ronaldo is playing in what's it called? Saudi Arabian league. So they are old. They can't play. They can't do well when they come to Premier League or Spanish La Liga, unlike the way they were 20 years ago. So the more you grow in age, the lower your physical capacity. Then the more you grow in age, the higher your mental capacity. All of that things being equal, because we expect that as you grow in age, you grow in sense. Though some people grow in age and they don't grow in sense. But those ones, we put them aside. Okay, but all of that things being equal, as you grow in age, you grow in sense. So, but at this level where you are, you still have a lot of energy, probably with little experience. So that is the reason why you have to put your energy into serious use. You need to put your energy into things that can develop your career. Okay? It must be intentional. Okay? All this energy must not be wasted. You must not waste your energy on YouTube. You must not waste your energy on social media, Twitter, Instagram, what's this thing called? TikTok, Snapchat. They are time wasters. Now, this generation is full of distraction. Okay, and only very few people who are distracted are the ones that are growing capacity. Time is money, time is life. If you check the amount of time you spend on social media in the last quarter, it will scare you. And that should give you a sign that a change is a must. Okay, if you really want to make things out of life. And yes, they said there is luck, but I can assure you, preparation means opportunity will only breed success. Okay, even if you're lucky, but you are not prepared and you don't grow capacity, you will make a shipwreck of that opportunity. So I'm encouraging you to take your early stage right now where you have enough strength to invest in yourself. Invest as if your life depends on it. No, in fact, your life it depends on the investment you put on yourself. Okay, so please take what's it called? Opportunities that you have right now to do that. So because of time, yes, your expectation, your age, most of us are between 16 to 25 right now. So this is when you need to discover your interest, develop your business skills, and create expectation. You have to take risk. Okay, I'm not talking of bad risk, good risk. Okay, because that's the only way you can test. Like I said, Enactus is a platform where you can take some risk. Okay, you want to start a business, make it like an Enactus project, see how it runs, understand the weak points, note them. When you want to start fully, it will become easy for you to run it. But if you don't take advantage that we are providing for you in Enactus to run your risk test before you get out of the university, when you get your university out of the university, your risk appetite will drop because at that point you are on your own. Okay, so take advantage of the platform Enactus is giving you right now to do everything that you need to do to just ensure that you are ready to face your future. Okay, so you have to explore career paths, get trained, get mentors, connect. Okay, also, it's not bad to get international experience. Okay, the winner of last year's Enactus national competition, okay, travel to Kazakhstan. Okay, that's a major experience you can't take away from their head. Okay, and this year's winner is also traveling to Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, so put everything into it to get that opportunity. Okay, and also there are other opportunities aside Enactus that you can also explore. Okay, so they are everywhere. You have projects that you can present anywhere that will give you international recognition. You can explore global enterprise experience in New Zealand. Your project can give you $4,000 as if you win. So there are other things that you can explore. Don't just wait. Don't use your internet as a tool. Don't let internet distract you. Use it as a tool for your development. Okay. Don't wait until you finish school. Okay, before you begin to get international opportunities. Okay. All right. So, what's the difference between job and career? Let's quickly run that quickly. Job is a piece of integrated task designed to be carried out as an operation or project within a framework. Okay. For a certain compensation. Okay. While career represents a progressive life engagement determined by individuals' capability, I say nature and nurture, okay? That is self-discovery and how you train yourself, okay? Define true value execution to achieve personal fulfillment, okay? So the end of career, okay? The essence of career is personal fulfillment, okay? The essence of career is personal fulfillment. So, and what is personal fulfillment? We say personal fulfillment is not a state, but it's a continuous experience of positivity, productivity, profitability, and sustainability. Okay, so personal fulfillment has to be positive to you. It must add value to your life. Okay, it must be something positive experience for you. It must be productive. That means that it must release value that others can also benefit from. Okay, and must be profitable. Okay, that means that those values can be converted into enterprise that can make you make money. And it must also be sustainable. That means that you don't allow it die. You allow it to make it transgenerational. Okay, so that your children's children too can enjoy from your exploit. So empirically, jobs do three things for you. Okay, in case you're thinking, oh, let me just get a job set up, fantastic, no problem. You can get a job. Okay, job can do three things for you. Okay, the last one, you have to be very careful. The first one is job are meant to grow your experience needed for your career. So in case you still get a job and it is not in the line of your career, you must be very conscious that, okay, though I have this job, but this is where I want to go. So jobs could give you opportunity to learn skills, opportunity to learn public marketing, opportunity to learn how to interact with people, opportunity to learn different applications and technologies. Jobs can help you interact with people, you know, but those experiences will now be needed in your career. Okay, so that when you're switching, that's why I always encourage every fresh graduate, when you get opportunity, probably as a job, even if it doesn't align with your career, though the best combination is a job that aligns your career. So they are paying you for what you even love doing anyway. So jobs are meant to grow your experience needed for your career. Okay, that's one thing job can do. Now, job can also fund your career. Okay, you can get a job where you earn money and you can use it to begin to build what you really wanted so that when it is time to switch, it will be seamless. And third thing that job can do for you, okay, is distract you. So you just get money, and at the end, you even lose who you are. And that also is something that you don't want to look back and say, no, I would have done things differently. So these are the 30 things jobs can do for you. Jobs is to benefit the employer. You might be collecting salary, but I can assure you, job is to benefit the employer, while career is for your own benefit. Okay, that's a major difference. So how do we now achieve career optimization? Very easy. If you look at this matrix, okay, I probably have about 5 minutes. Okay, so we have this is a capability motivation matrix. Now, if you have high capability and high motivation, okay, for your career, you're going to be a peak performer. You're going to be called a peak performer. But if you have high capability, but you have low motivation, you're going to be an average performer. Okay, so you're doing what everybody does, but you're not doing extra. You're not shining, but we really want you to shine. Okay, or even if you have low capability, but you have high motivation, okay, you're still going to be at an average performer level. But if you have low capability and you have low motivation, may God help you. May God help you. You're going to be an outlier. So if you are in a position where you feel, oh, you have low capacity and you still have low motivation, then you need to come out of that box right now so that you can enjoy yourself and people around you can even enjoy you. Okay, so this is a bring back the future technique. We'll skip this activity because of time, and I also want to quickly. So, what are the core skills that might help us as we grow in our career? Okay, this is core skills for 2030. I will just major on those ones and we move on. So we have AI and big data. You know what is happening now with technology. Okay, we have cybersecurity. We have creative thinking, analytical thinking, okay, resilience and agility. We have different skills that is required. Despite the fact that you're an engineer, you must be an analytical person. If you're a customer care person, for instance, you must be analytical. You must be able to use data. You must be able to, translate data and information into something that is valuable. Okay, so that when you're making decisions, you're making data centralized decision. Okay, so and creative thinking and analytical thinking are very, very crucial. Whether you're a doctor, whether you're a lawyer, whether you have to know all this, whether you're in the business, whether you're an engineer, whether you're in sciences, you are doing research and stuff like that. Critical thinking and analytical thinking is very, very critical. So, and leadership too, and every other thing. So, but basically, I'm going to be concluding very soon, and I want to share with you a particular certification from IBM. It's called Enterprise Design Thinking Practitioner. Enterprise Design Thinking Practitioner. I'm going to share this as a chat. So this is an opportunity for you to go through this training and get the certification. Okay, get the certification. So where's the comment? All right, where's the chat? So I'm putting the stuff in the chat. Okay, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. So please take advantage of it after this training to learn enterprise design thinking and get certification. You can have that because a lot of graduates in Nigeria today, right? And we don't want to even go to that statistics, okay? But I can assure you with certifications that shows the kind of skills and capabilities you have, it will not be difficult for you to have competitive edge when you get out of the school. So please, there's so much to say, but because of time, we'll be closing up. So take advantage of this certification and please make sure you complete it. Make sure you complete it. Sometimes I take 3 days or 2 days or 1 week. Just make sure you finish it. Okay, finish the course, not only because of the certificate, finish the course because you want to learn something new. And this certification is provided by International Business Machine, IBM. So it's a globally recognized OEM. Okay, so OEM means original equipment manufacturer. So it's a globally recognized organization. So anywhere you take it to, whether in Nigeria or outside the country, it is recognized. So I'm going to pause here. And I'm going to be answering your questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Questions, please. You can raise your hand and Befe will call you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Victor, for that insightful session. I'm sure everybody has learned a lot, and thank you for sharing the design thinking course. Sure, many of us here today will take advantage of this opportunity to increase our knowledge and develop ourselves further. So now, if anyone has any questions, they can type it in the chat box or just signify by raising your hand so that you can ask your question directly. Any questions, whether about today's lessons, any Enactus problem you might be facing, whatever it may be? Today is the time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Hi, hello. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay, I have a question for Mr. Victor.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything he said, he was talking about coming out of comfort zone, and having time management. I struggle with time management a lot. No matter how much I have a lot of wonderful ideas in how to use my time, especially in the Enactus group. Due to classes and other things, I tend to not being I tend to lose my focus.
Jumonke,
All
we
right, I
can't
think
hear
Chisom
you.
is talking about time management, ability to manage time and task and
Yeah.
responsibility. All right,
Yes.
thank you very much for that question. I know a lot of young people struggle with that, but this can always help. You have your jotter, uh, you have your pen with you. Now, this is what I do. Or even on my phone, I have this note stuff. So everything I want to achieve daily, I write them down. For I have what I want to achieve next week, all written down. Okay, so it will be hard for anything to come in and distract me. Okay, so I have, yes, things will come and want to distract you. Friends will come and want to distract you. Oh, you want to watch one skit that would, everything will just come. Okay, you want to read, you want to focus on the Enactus, write everything down. Okay, write everything down. Okay, there is a matrix that can help you. It's called importance versus urgence matrix. So if you use that matrix to measure all your activities, you prioritize tasks that are important and urgent first. Okay? And tasks that are not important and not urgent, you push them down. Okay? Write every activities you want to do down, okay, and prioritize them using those two elements: urgent, important. If it is important, if it is urgent, give it priority. Okay, if it is important but not urgent, okay, you can put it on the second. If it is urgent but not important, you can delegate it. Okay.
Okay.
So if it is urgent and important, prioritize. If it is important but not urgent, put it in second place. But if it is not important but urgent, you can prioritize. I mean, you can delegate. Someone can do it. Okay. But if it is not urgent and it is not important, please put that on the lower part of your scale. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome, Chisom.
Okay, does anyone any more questions? Do we have any more questions from anyone? Please ask now. Okay, since we have no more questions, in the absence of any question,
While you
yeah,
are thinking of your question, if you have gained something new in this training, you can put it on the if there's something significant you have learned from this training, just put it down on the comment box too. Apart from question. All right, Befe, I think there are no questions. I want to believe that everyone got the message. Okay, so if you have any question and you're still thinking about it, please, it is time to just share it. So right now, there are a few things I want us to know. If your team has any project that is smart and it is digital, Any project that is smart and digital, probably it is an app or cybersecurity or anything digital solution. Okay, please make sure you perfect it, because hopefully by the beginning of next month, there's going to be a special project that will request that you submit applications in those areas. So please tell everybody to prepare. Every team should prepare. Okay, so please have that in mind. So it is time to announce the top 5 of the Schneider Battery Challenge 2025. Drum rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to first of all acknowledge the efforts of everyone that partook in this competition. It's not easy, it is difficult because it's a special competition. And I know how hard it is to put things together, especially for the top 10. I know how rigorous it is to get to that level, but not everybody will be in the final. This top 5 will be presenting also at the national in a special competition for Schneider. So, and then they will also be getting seed grants to develop the prototype of their project. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the top 5 of the Schneider Electric Battery Challenge. So, in no particular order, we have Ahmadu Bello University Zaria. If you can send in a round of applause with their innovation cell matrix. Then we have Enegiv from Joseph Sawan Takam University, Makurdi. We have Smart Votes from Cardinal Polytechnic. Congratulations. Then we have EcoCell from Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, FUNAB. And the final team on the list is Bayero University, Kano, Multi-Smart 3X. Congratulations to all the 5 finalists, and they'll be getting their seed grants any moment from now. So see you at the nationals. Please remember to bring your prototype to the national competition. Your prototype must be ready before the national competition because it's going to be physically inspected and tested. Okay? So, all right, once again, congratulations to everyone. So in the absence of any other question, I'm turning this over to Befe. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, once again for the session. And as we have it, this is our top 5 for the Schneider Battery Challenge.
Somebody's hand is raised. Victor Omoyele.
Omoyele, okay. Victor, go ahead. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, probably doesn't know that his hand is up.
Yes.
All right.
So
over to you.
Okay. So in the absence of any questions, I want to thank you all for today. Thank you for joining the session. We would love to have each and every one of you here again with us in the next 2 weeks. It's a different guest speaker, also another from the Enactus program. Spread the word. Next time, bring a friend, call a friend, and have a good day. Bye-bye.